Okay. Next up, we've got Park City up here. Sean Fox, City of Park City. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Let me get to this real quick. Will and Tony, I'm impressed. Third largest city? So what's fourth? I don't know, Mayor Benaj would probably, the official results have Park City as number 4, but I think Bel Air has passed us just within the past year or so. So anyway. Again, Commissioner Dennis, commissioners online, mayors, chairman, council members. My name is Sean Fox. I'm the city administrator for Park City. And my presentation is more just a general overview of everything that's going on in Park City. Never give up that opportunity to talk about it because we're just going like gangbusters over the past couple of years. It's amazing to watch what's been going on. It is definitely more than you imagine. First of all, we got to talk about the humble beginnings. Park City, similar to Bel Air, is not a very old city. We're only 40 years old as of November 26th last year. It started off as an improvement district in 1953. It grew from a quarter section of farmland into a 3,300 acre community. And then again, on November 26th of 1980, the same day Bel Air, we became a third class city. As far as the facts, the current population estimates is 8,138 with an 8% growth over the last 10 years. The median household income is just over $63,000. The nice thing about that is when it's 28% above the adjusted cost of living. So not only is it a decent household income, but it's weighted properly. Median household value is $134,000. Average age is 35.3. And right now in the current layout, we have just under 10 square miles of land. To understand Park City, you have to understand a little bit of its past philosophy. The term scrappy or scrapper, that was kind of seen as a badge of honor over the years. By hook or crook, they wanted to get things done. Originally, part of the reason why they didn't want to be part of Wichita. They didn't want a lot of regulations. They wanted to be quicker, more agile, and more responsive to the people that they served. They promoted economic growth through extensive use of industrial revenue bonds. A little tidbit fact right now, if you look at the county, Wichita is the #1 issuer of industrial revenue bonds over the years, and they're currently sitting at about 86. Park City is at 24, more than most other cities combined. With the future growth, the council that we have right now, I am pleased to say they are very progressive and innovative, looking towards the future. They definitely want to capitalize on the 7 miles of Interstate 135 that we have running right through the corridor. They want to implement improved design standards for the city, and then supplement our industrial successes that we've had over the years with commercial, retail, and entertainment, as well as enhancing the quality of life. The 3 little graphics there, the Northern Junction or North Junction, it's a mile south of us. So we are virtually the gateway into Wichita. It brings a lot of possibilities and opportunities to Valley Center, Bel Air, as well as Park City. We have easy access in all directions. We're only 20 minutes away from the airport, 10 minutes from downtown. And again, we have 7 miles of access running right through the middle. The last graphic on the bottom right just kind of gives you a view of what our 5, 10, or 15-minute commute is. So when businesses come looking, we capture quite a bit of Wichita when you're within that 15-minute drive time. Business growth. Natural #1 picture on there has to be Amazon. As of this morning, 8:35, the certificate of occupancy was issued for it. So they will be opening up here within the next couple weeks. A year ago, this wasn't even a concept in Park City, Kansas. So it has gone rather quickly. It is a 1.25 square million facility with, on the conservative estimates, anywhere between 500 and 800 employees, with the capability of upsizing to 1,100 to 1,500 over the holiday season. Their parking lot alone has 1,100 car park spaces and 390 truck spaces. So that is massively huge. Then in the bottom left-hand corner is Crosswinds Casino. That casino, you'll see it on another slide here in a second for good reason. That opened up just on March 1st. The Wyandotte Nation of Oklahoma has 10 acres of land that the Federal Registry just put them in there for gaming purposes. In the bottom center is our new Quick Shop. That's in our Echo Hills Development Center. Their certificate of occupancy was issued a couple weeks ago, and they're expected to be opened up by the end of the month. And then the bottom right one, it does not look like that today, but it will in the near future. We have Pratt Industries, formerly known as Lovebox. They secured just about a year or so ago 80 acres of land, and they're building a 925,000 square foot facility that's going to employ between 250 and 300 employees. So a lot of good things. We're not just concerned about business growth, but also business retention. Harper Camperland, that's up at 85th and Interstate 135, they have already added on. They've only been there 2.5 years. Ditch Witch just recently from February to May put on an addition onto their building. There's Crosswinds Casino again. Again, we had them listed under business, but it's also business retention because they're in the middle of already adding 10,000 square foot onto their 20,000 square foot facility. And then finally, the picture at the bottom is 81 Speedway. 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, right at the start of COVID, not the best time to buy a racetrack, but they did. And they muddled through it and powered and endured through it. But they have expansion plans for 81 Speedway over the next 3 to 5 years that they're going to build a 3-story tall grandstand arena and make improvements to the raceway as well. We also have residential growth. It's kind of odd to believe. I didn't picture this until I started counting them up. We have actually 9 active neighborhoods that have building going on. Some of them are relatively new, as within the last 2 or 3 months, plat's been approved and groundbreakings are happening. Some of them are more older established neighborhoods that have been around for 20 years that just had 50 to 60 lots available that somebody's kind of dusted it off and said, we need to ramp this back up and get it going again. So as far as our quality of life, we're very proud of that, and we're working every day to improve that. We would like to enhance our existing parks that we have. We are Park City, and we have 9 parks total. We also, 2 years ago, implemented a connectivity plan, and that would be one of our major concerns as far as regional connections. I know with WAMPO, we had submitted a request a couple years ago just to get it across on everybody's radar, the fact that we would like to see a regional hike and bike trail connection that would encompass not only Sedgwick County, but Wichita, Bel Air, Valley Center, Park City, and Keachai. So council recently, over the last couple of years, in the downturn of the economy, we used to have home buying incentives and everything. We have pretty much suspended those for right now because it's hard to find a home that's for sale in Park City. But the one thing that I do applaud is they came back over the last couple of years and have started a couple new programs with home renovation programs, because that's what we really need right now. Is we have some older homes that need to have a little bit of love and care put to them. So as far as Echo Hills, it used to be a golf course right there at 53rd and Interstate 135. Over the past couple of years, we have hoped that that would have developed quicker, but it hasn't. There is currently the new Atwoods that's been there about a year and a half. Arby's has been there, and it's one of the best Arby's. It is the top producing Arby's in Sedgwick County. The Quick Shop, like I said, just will open up by the end of the month. What this affords us is that opportunity to somewhat break away from just the industrial-based businesses that we've had previously. We see it as an opportunity with great highway visibility and easy on and off the highway. And it's our opportunity to attract national and regional commercial retail. Infrastructure. I appreciate what you were talking about, Tony, as far as that. We are definitely going like gangbusters on that as well. When Amazon came, they did not ask for any incentives from the community, but one of the things that they did need in order to make the whole entire project work was a new sewer line. So within 8 months, we installed a $1.5 million sewer line all the way from 77th Street down to 61st Street. And that was completed 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time. The top center picture is a artist rendering of our WAMPO approved project that was just bid last month by KDOT. It is our 61st and Broadway intersection. It will be our second roundabout. It was proposed originally to be the first roundabout, but then once Amazon came along, KDOT offered us an Kansas Economic Development Grant, and the 77th and Broadway intersection took off quicker. I would like to say that is a shining example of working with regional partners. Sedgwick County supported us with that very much. We appreciate that. And it's a partnership between us and Valley Center. It's actually going all the way west beyond Seneca and making improvements for Valley Center. And then this is going to go east all the way to 77 or to Hydraulic, excuse me. And that's the picture on the bottom left. The picture in the center at the bottom is 61st Street Bridge. That was a WAMPO approved project that was just completed last year. And then in the bottom right, it's not the best representation, but within the next couple months, we'll be building a new lift station at 53rd Street, about the half-mile mark in between Hydraulic and Hillside. And the reason why that's so important to us is all the way over to Hillside is Park City's urban area of influence. And by having this lift station there, that would promote economic growth as far as residential neighborhoods to the east all the way over to Hillside. And then if that wasn't enough, being a city that's only 40 years old, we don't have an established defined downtown district. So council took on an initiative a year and a half ago to develop our own downtown district. In the top center, you see a yellow outline. That is our city administration center just on the bottom side of it. Council purchased for the 48 acres just adjacent to it. And then over the past year, we have worked with Confluence, an urban landscape design company out of Kansas City, went through a public engagement process to come up with a downtown master plan. And the other pictures around there are just artist renderings of what it could be, not exactly what it will be, but what it could be. We anticipate issuing out a request for qualification, seeking development teams to partner with the city to make this become a reality. That RFQ should be issued by the end of the month, and we'll be hopefully selecting the development team by the end of the year. So we are definitely a work in progress. We're not 100%, we're not there yet, but we've got a lot of good things going on. Like I said, many of these projects more than a year ago were not even thought of or conceived, and now all of a sudden all three of them have come about. So pending that, I'll ask, are there any questions about Park City?
Sean, thank you very much for the briefing. Again, there are exciting things that are happening in this area, and we need to be the cheerleaders for this because we're constantly trying to find other people to come in, other businesses and so forth. So the more we know about the region, and we have to tout the entire region, the better that we can do as cheerleaders for this area. So thank you very much. Also, I know that I'm going out to Amazon on Friday, and a number of the commissioners are going out to tour it. Thank you very much for the invitation on that. I look forward to going out and seeing what's happening at Amazon.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.